Welcome, dear friends, to our video today, where we will explore the wisdom of Buddha through 22 powerful quotes on the topic of silence. We invite you to join us on this journey of self-discovery and to gain insights into the power of silence and its role in our lives. As we delve into the world of Buddha's teachings, we hope that these quotes will inspire and enlighten you. We have meticulously curated these quotes to leave no stone unturned when it comes to exploring the concept of silence. So, please join us till the end of this video for amazing inspiration. Buddha's view on silence has always been profound, and his words carry great significance in our daily lives. Through these 22 quotes, we hope to shed light on the transformative power of silence and how it can change our lives. The first quote highlights the importance of understanding the power of silence. If someone cannot understand your silence, then most likely your words will mean nothing to them. It's better to conserve your energy by staying silent rather than wasting it on people who don't appreciate your words. The second quote emphasizes that silence is the best response to a foolish question. It's better to avoid meaningless arguments by being quiet rather than engaging with someone who does not understand your point of view. The third quote speaks to the power of keeping your plans to yourself. By building in silence, you avoid giving others a chance to criticize or attack your goals. You can astonish them with your progress and success when they don't know what to expect. The fourth quote highlights that silence is not empty. It's full of answers. When someone is silent, it doesn't mean they have nothing to say. Silence speaks volumes, and sometimes it's the best way to express oneself. The fifth quote stresses that sometimes silence is more powerful than having the last word. It takes maturity to know when to speak and when to remain silent. Words can hurt, and sometimes it's better to choose silence over saying something you might regret later. The sixth quote reminds us that sometimes it's better to remain silent and smile. When someone says something hurtful, it's better to remain calm and not give them the reaction they desire. Your silence and smile will confuse them, and they will cease their negative talk. The seventh quote underlines that silence is always better than nonsense. It's better to stay silent unless what you say makes sense. Speaking meaningless words is a waste of energy, so meditate and conserve your energy by staying silent. The eighth quote encourages us to open our mouths only if what we say is more beautiful than silence. Words have power, and we must be careful with how we use them. We should choose silence over nonsense or hurtful words. The ninth quote advises us that silence is the best answer to someone who doesn't value our words. Some people don't understand the meaning of our words, and they don't value anything we say. In such cases, silence is a gift that we can give them. The 10th quote reminds us that successful people always have two things on their lips: silence and smile. Observing successful people, we notice that they listen more than they speak. They are silent unless their words make sense, and they always have a smile on their faces. The 11th quote inspires us to confuse people with our silence and amaze them with our actions. We should not waste our energy trying to explain ourselves to others who are not interested in understanding. Instead, we should stay silent and let our actions speak for themselves. The 12th quote reveals that silence is a place of great power and healing. When we are hurt or suffering, we can find solace in silence. In silence, we can meditate and find the answers we seek. The 13th quote reminds us that the quieter we become, the more we can hear. Listening is an essential aspect of communication, and to be a great listener, we must be more silent. By being quieter, we can learn more and understand the flow of the universe. The 14th quote highlights that there's nothing stronger than the power of silence. Silence can prevent arguments, avoid troubles, and cause great things to happen. We should train ourselves to be silent to become stronger. The 15th quote stresses that silence is always better than unnecessary drama. Words that create drama and arguments are better left unsaid. Silence can help us avoid many troubles with other people. The 16th quote acknowledges that sometimes it feels better not to talk at all. When we are overwhelmed, we can find comfort in silence. In such times, silence is the best thing we can have, and we should listen to our inner selves. The 17th quote reminds us that a fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Speaking too much without making sense is foolish, and remaining silent unless necessary is wise. We should choose to be wise. The 18th quote advises us not to waste words on people who deserve our silence. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can say is nothing at all. People who don't value our words deserve our silence. The 19th quote reveals that silence is loud if you're a good listener. Silence speaks volumes, and we can learn a lot by listening to it. Sometimes, silence speaks louder than words, and we should learn to appreciate it. The 20th quote encourages us to work hard in silence and let success make the noise. It's better to keep our plans to ourselves and work silently towards our goals. Success will speak for itself, and we will amaze everyone with our achievements. The 21st quote cautions us not to assume that loud is strong and quiet is weak. Shallow waters are noisy, but the deepest parts of the river are calm and silent. We should be careful with silent people because they may be stronger than they appear. The 22nd and final quote reminds us that distance does not separate people, silence does. Communication is essential in relationships, and silence can lead to misunderstandings and breakups. We should maintain communication no matter how far apart we are. In conclusion, these 22 quotes on silence by Buddha have shown us the transformative power of silence in our lives. They have taught us that silence can prevent arguments, avoid troubles, and cause great things to happen. We should train ourselves to be silent, listen to our inner selves, and appreciate the power of silence. Thank you for watching, and we hope these quotes have inspired and enlightened you.